Hey, this is not as much fun as it used to be. It used to be a bit more nimble and smaller and faster and had more energy. It was much more handsome. But I was a mechanic once for a living, a couple different times. Never quite got away from it. I think I've posted pictures of my CJ2A, but this is pretty similar to that. The only challenge is it's just a little weird. The engine is actually part of the frame to hold the front wheels on. Doesn't have a conventional oil pan. And over the winter, hauling some stuff, the little fella dropped the oil pickup tube, and the crank journals ate it.
Problems? I don't want to hear about your damn problems. Everybody got problems.
The engine's definitely been gone through before, but I think it was done by somebody who just doesn't really know what they're doing. The see if I can show it to you here. Under there, that's where the drain plug goes, and there's a little screen that should fit up in there. And right above that is the oil pickup tube. Yeah, it got cleaned off, and they put a remanufactured one in there and didn't check clearances, and I think timing was just right. Tolerances were too close and ripped it off. But what I found was they didn't put a gasket back in between the pickup tube face and the oil pump face. And then the bolts for there's 3 bolts that hold that pickup tube face to the oil pump face, and they're supposed to be safety wired, and they were not. There was no safety wire in there. So anyway, made a gasket, fit the pump, fit the pickup tube, rotated the crank and found where it was I think it's number 2. Yeah, the number 2 rod bolt was hitting the pickup tube. So I marked that and used a handy dandy tubing bender to take it around that problem area. Lots of measuring, refitting, testing, and then finally here we are. I got the pan back on, and I'm getting ready to bolt the front axle back on. I would have liked to have pressure washed all this, and my younger, more energetic self would have steam cleaned all this and then probably started restoring it, but
Not today.
I learned my lesson in restorations. Told myself I'd never do it again. It's a big temptation to want to clean all this up and fix everything and repaint, but I do not have the facilities to do that anymore. I might in, a few years, but yeah, I get tired of mechanicking. It's kind of what I do for a living, and it's not fun to do on your own shit. Anyway, old Norman, great little guy. Got a great deal on him. He does great work. Previous mechanic failure. And hopefully this mechanic doesn't have a failure. But I did everything that I knew to do to the best of my ability. So there you go. Cool machine. Just frickin' genius. And I'll get a lot of use out of it. If this is the only problem.